This is the city. Los Angeles, California. Some people rob for pleasure. Some rob because it's there. You never know. My name's Friday. I'm a cop. I was working the day watch out of robbery when I got a call from the Acme School Bell Company. There'd been a robbery.
There's been a robbery.
Yes, sir? What was it?
My clappers.
Your clappers.
Yeah, you know those things inside a bell that makes them clang?
The clangers.
That's right, we call them clappers in the business.
A clapper caper.
What's that?
Nothing, sir. Now, can I have the facts? What kind of clappers were stolen on this caper?
They were copper clappers.
And where were they kept?
In the closet.
Uh-huh. You have any ideas who might have taken the copper clappers from the closet?
Well, just one. I fired a man. He swore he'd get even.
What was his name?
Claude Cooper.
You think he...
That's right. I think Claude Cooper copped my copper clappers. Kept in the closet.
You know where this Claude Cooper is from?
Yeah. Cleveland.
That figures. That figures.
What makes it worse, they were clean.
Clean copper clappers.
That's right.
Why do you think Cleveland's Claude Cooper would cop your clean copper clappers kept in your closet?
Only one reason.
What's that?
He's a kleptomaniac.
Who first discovered the copper clappers were copped?
My cleaning woman. Clara Clifford.
That figures. Now let me see if I got the facts straight here. Cleaning woman Clara Clifford discovered your clean copper clappers kept in a closet were copped by Claude Cooper, the kleptomaniac from Cleveland. Now, is that about it?
One other thing.
What's that?
If I ever catch kleptomaniac Claude Cooper from Cleveland who copped my clean copper clappers from kept in the closet,
Yes?
I'll clobber him.
Hi, this is Betsy Smith with Officer.com. We talk so much about practicing all of our skills, whether it's on the mat, in the range, wherever. But we also want to think about good report writing skills. That is tantamount to everything we do, because everything that we do out there or everything we do inside the station is documented. Do you really think about how well you document things? I know report writing is a pain, but we've got to make sure that we master those basic report writing skills, because somebody's going to read your report not only that night when you turn it into the sergeant, but a year from now in a criminal case, 2 years from now in a civil case. And what you want to do is your report basically wants to be a movie script. You want to make sure that the person who is reading that report, whether it is your sergeant or a judge or someday a jury or whatever, that you put them inside of that event that you're in when you're writing the report. You want them to feel what you feel, you want them to see what you saw, and you want them to hear what you heard. So, for example, if you're writing a use of force report and some guy said to you, "I'm going to effing kill you," don't put in your report, "The suspect indicated that he was threatening me." Say, "The suspect said, I'm going to effing kill you," to me. You want to, and if they swore, put that they swore. Put the words that they used exactly. You want to make sure that the person reading that report absolutely is with you in that moment that you wrote that report. So how do you do that? How do you master good report writing skills? Well, you practice just like anything else. You go out when you're not having to write a report. Think about a situation, maybe hey, I just got to take, called to a homicide, and start writing how you would start that report. Maybe go show it to the homicide detectives and say, "Hey, what would you do different in something like this?" Practice writing that report. Visualize writing those good reports. Report writing is just like your firearm skills or your skills on the mat or any other skills that you have. They need to be practiced, they need to be honed, they need to be perfected. Remember, don't be Buck Savage walking into the courtroom saying, "It's all right here in my report, saw drunk, arrested, same." That's not going to be you. Take your time, learn it well, do it right. This is Betsy Smith. Stay safe.
Gordon Graham here with today's tip from Lexipol. Today's tip deals with report writing. What I really want you to get today is this thought. Report writing is a discretionary time task. You've got all the time you need to do it right the first time. The second you turn that report in, you are locked into that version of events for the rest of your life. And for all of you people with a lot of years of experience, everybody who's watching this little vid clip has had this experience if you're a veteran. Boy, I wish I would have put this in my report. I wish I would have added this into my report. I wish I would have thought about this. Never hustle up a report. You hustle up a felony stop, somebody's going to get hurt. You hustle up a door kick, somebody's going to get hurt. You hustle up a report, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Take the time to do it right. Report writing is a discretionary time task. The second you turn it in, you're locked into that version of events for the rest of your career. Please take the time to do it right. And that is today's tip from Lexipol. Gordon Graham here, signing off.